Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. How are you doing on this bitterly cold November afternoon here in the UK? We had a snowstorm which came through last night. It was freezing. Poor little kitty cat jumped under the covers with me. She wanted to get warm. But why? Well, it's because it's that time of the year, you know? Winter is coming and all of that. And in what, 3.5 weeks time ish, it's Christmas. About 4 weeks away. Crazy. And Christmas, of course, is a time for giving. It's a time for Fast and the Furious family. And we got a gift about 2 months ago when we were graced with the first trailer for Resident Evil Welcome to Racoon City. And the announcement earlier in the year was greeted with a lot of skepticism as once again woke Hollywood decided that they wanted to take something which was beloved and twist it and turn it into inclusion and diversity. The two characters that you can see here are, if we were playing the video game, 19-year-old Claire Redfield, not soccer mum Claire Redfield that we got here, but 19-year-old Claire Redfield, and Leon S. Kennedy, or in this case, Leon Singh Kennedy, as he was been race changed from a Caucasian to a Canadian. This guy's Canadian, but he's Indian. His family's Indian, but he lives in Canada. So to an Indian. Jill Valentine, race changed from white to black as well, you know. So the main cast essentially race changed and soccer mum changed. Now, of course, the Resident Evil franchise is very healthy in terms of the games do very well. They produce digital movies. And they're really good. And those characters, of course, are based directly off the video game characters. They look exactly like the video game characters that you've known and loved since, what, 1996, 1997? But no, Hollywood knows best. And I believe the director said something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of, I hired the actors which embodied the characteristics of those characters the best. Which is absolute horseshit, because we're going to see a little clip, a little few second clip, and Leon is just doing probably as far removed from Leon's stuff as you would ever expect Leon to do. But we'll get to that in a moment. The trailer, when it dropped a couple of months ago, looked fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. The special effects looked garbage. They looked like they'd come out of the PlayStation bloody 1 or 2 game. They looked absolutely ridiculous. And yes, even though it seemed that they wanted to kind of follow the storyline of Resident Evil 1 and 2 in the same movie, that was going to get quite messy. But there you go. That's where we are. But this film has now come out domestically in the US. It came out on Tuesday, the 23rd. Weird day to release. I didn't know, you know, maybe it was like the Tuesday night and then it was like the Wednesday technically was the first proper release day for the film. But the reviews came out the day before. This is from the 22nd of November. And this is Deadline. Yeah. And look at this for a headline. This is quite incredible. Resident Evil Welcome to Racoon City review excels in some areas and falters in others. Now, that is high praise. You know, because there's good, and then there's great, and then there's excelling. So for you to excel, you've got to go way above and beyond. So if I read this headline, and I was not a cynical person, and I wanted to take this as at face value, I'd be thinking to myself, oh, wow. So there are excellent moments, absolutely excellent moments of excellence in this film. And then, you know, Maybe it dips a bit because the quality's been so high. When it dips, you feel the dip because the quality's so good. Not based off the trailer that I saw. Let's just have a little look, shall we? Jay Longbone, absolute legend. Love her to pieces. Funny as fuck. She posted on Twitter the other day a little snip, a 19-second snippet from the film. And when she posted this, I thought legitimately, I'm not joking here, I thought she had edited it herself to make it look as ridiculous as it was. Now, I'm going to mute some of it, and then I'm going to just play a little bit so you know what's been played, and then I'm going to mute it again. So let's just have a wee little look, shall we? That's the door. By the way, if you know anything about Resident Evil, then you know that this is the doorway to the police station. It does look like the authentic police station set. Desk, the raised area, and then you can see the bottom of the statue that's in the vestibule area. So something is walking towards the front door of the Resident Evil Racoon City Police Department. Now let me put the music on. Now it's just been shot by Bullock from Gotham. And what was Leon Singh Kennedy doing in that scene? What? Embodiment of the character of Leon S. Kennedy. One of the most conscientious, one of the most enthusiastic, one of the most dedicated policemen, even on his first day, that after this gubbins happened at Resident Evil, in Resident Evil, he quit the police force and was actually taken on in the CIA because of how well he performed. Well, Leon was sat at the desk with his back to the door, listening, with his eyes closed, headphones on, listening to that music. That music, I believe, is what he was listening to. It's just a little crush and everything every time we talk. Remember that bit from Resident Evil? No, that was really fucking embarrassing. So I thought that she had tampered with it. No, that is, I've now had proof that that is exactly what happened. Okay, remember, this excels. This excels. So what's the budget of Resident Evil? Welcome to Racoon City. Its budget is $40 million. Now, normally, to try and get an idea of how much a movie needs to make to break even, you double the budget. And due to like the cut from the foreign market versus based off various other countries, tag a little bit more on. I'm not going to do that with this film because there's no way that they spent $40 million on marketing and advertising for this. They barely spent anything. I would say probably lucky to have spent $20 million on advertising and marketing. I mean, I would, I would say somewhere in the region of 10 to 15. Okay. So this movie to break even probably has to make somewhere in the region, I would say, of around about 60 to 65 million, maybe 70 at a push, but let's just say 60 to 70 million to break even. In today's cinema, that's not bad. You know, these Marvel movies, the last three that we've had, Black Widow, lost money. Get over it. Shang-Chi, broke even, probably at best, maybe made a tiny profit, could have even lost money. But it's negligible to even say whether or not he got over the that line. And the Eternals, well, that's looking like it's going to lose A lot of money. A lot of money. And these movies have budgets of 200 freaking million, for goodness sake. And they've got to hit in the regions of like 400 to 500 million at times just to break even. So something in the region of 60 to 70 million. Oh, mate, this is going to be a cakewalk. A cakewalk to make its money back. Maybe even a little bit of a profit. Let's have a look at the box office so far, shall we? Here's the box office so far, folks. You want to be looking at the numbers down here at the bottom. On the Tuesday, the 23rd of November, the film grossed $935,000. On the, let's just say the full day of release, the first day of release, $2.5 million. This is all domestic. It's not released internationally yet. It's not released internationally until December the 3rd. November the 25th, the day after, it's down 59% already and does just over $1 million. Maybe The Weekend will boost it, but this film is pretty much dead out of the gate, at least domestically. Now, the previous Resident Evil games that they did, movies, but the Resident Evil movies that they did, they didn't do well at the cinema either. They made their money through DVD sales, Blu-ray sales. That's how they made their money. And that series was literally continued based off of those sales, not cinema. So this could potentially do well in Blu-ray sales. Okay. But cinematically, domestically, America have gone fuck off. And it's turkeyed. Absolutely turkeyed. It's a Christmas turkey. Welcome to Racoon City, the woke nightmare, the race-changed nightmare that embodied the characters not in the slightest. Surprisingly, flopping like a fish out of water. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.